Thank you, Germany. Okay, the floor is now open to nations wishing to speak for or against Germany, seeing as the current Germany is not here. Russia is recognized to speak for. You're invited to the stage. You may begin.
Hi, I just like to say, meaning, despite the fact that the current Germany has good relations with the Russian Federation, I believe that they don't have the capacity to be, let's say, one of the considerably the big nations in Europe. As you guys know, the European Union itself is currently, in real life, I'd say, Germany plays a big role in the European Union. But right now, we don't have an active European Union. We don't have an active anything that is in Europe. We don't have an active Germany in Europe. We desperately need this Germany in order to, let's say, start a activity movement for European nations. Right now, the only activity in Europe is the war. Now, I don't want to argue about internal activity, because that does not concern me. What I'm talking about is the international activity shown by European nations, and what I'm seeing right now is not that much activity. The Federal Republic of Germany that is currently applying will bring much more activity. It'll help, and I assume that they will host international events, and I trust their foreign policy. I yield.
Thank you. If there are no other requests to speak, we will take a motion to vote in a second. Is there a second? Okay. Motion to vote being heard, we will now move to vote. Voting is open.
The Australian rep wanted to speak.
Okay, with 21 A's, 0 nays, and 0 abstentions, Germany passes. Welcome to the UN. The next item on the agenda is Iran, and I do believe they are also here today, so they're invited to speak. Would you like the stage or just text? Okay, I'll bring you on stage. Do you have your hand raised? Oh, okay. You can start. It's 90 seconds. Thank you. The floor is now open to anyone speaking for or against. If there are no speakers, we will move to vote. Is there a second to the motion to vote? Okay, a motion vote being raised and seconded. We will now move to vote. Voting is open. Please vote. Okay, on this vote, the A's are 20, the Nays are 2, and the abstentions are 3. Iran passes. Welcome to the UN. Next on the agenda is Albania, owned by Pelags. And I will give the representative 90 seconds to speak. Would you like the stage or just text? You may begin. Australia, are you still here? Can you bring you on stage? You may begin.
Yeah, so just about the organization, there are more and more defense organizations coming to this United Nations, and more than half of them aren't even active. Looking at NATO and all that shit, we can just vote one in, and just saying it's worthless. It's just worthless. And also, I want to say, have some respect, please. Because Croatia, that's respectless what you just did. I yield my time.
Thank you. You Scotty's recognized to speak for. You can start as soon as the countdown ends.
I closed the thing, so just let me know, okay? Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yes, you may begin.
Okay, I want to say that honestly, we shouldn't really name organizations. Like people will still follow them even if they don't have them officialized by the UN. So it's a waste of time to name this. I also think that if nations are agreeing to do their own block, there's no reason for any countries to name it under the guise of fucking realism or that there's too many blocks. It's like that meme of two people saying they consent and a random guy saying I don't, and they're not related to it. So I do not see the point. Like even if we name this, like they'll still follow this behind under the water. So it's like a waste of time. I yield my time.
Thank you. Okay, is there a motion to vote? As we've exhausted the maximum amount of speakers for a revote. Motion to vote being raised and seconded, we will now move to the vote. Voting is open. Please vote. Okay, on this vote, the A's are 10, the nays are 5, and the abstentions are also 5. The revote fails as it has not reached the 2/3 threshold. And finally, last on the agenda are bills and resolutions. The only resolution today is the resolution to expel the United States of America from the UN. This requires 2/3 of the General Assembly and Security Council. I do not believe the resolution author is here today. Okay, the floor is open. Speakers for and against. Please state your nation and whether you're speaking for or against. Ireland is recognized to speak for.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, start the timer. Start the timer. I'm the sponsor of this, so start the timer, please. Can you get started? Is it going to get?
Yeah, it started. You can start.
This has brought nothing but pedophiles and terrible people to our community. They don't even have a Discord server right now, their Discord server went out with a bang after I was pinged 400 times to join Pete fucking Phoenix High School roleplay. Okay, their moderation is full of absolute idiots. Their president and all of their staff came from RUSA, who were framed for being in a Roblox strip club. Their owner was in a Roblox strip club and said he was dancing and singing. Okay, and he had his camera on a 14-year-old on a stripper pole. Yeah, point of information, Russia back down, mate. Okay, right? Some teeth had to be pulled out. Yeah, I'm incredibly intoxicated. So, but yeah, get rid of these pedophiles. Get rid of them. I don't want them. Fuck them, right? Fuck these guys. Fuck these. These are the ops. These are my ops. All of my gang. We hate them. Get rid of them. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you, Ireland. Okay, Russia is recognized to speak for. May begin.
Hi. So the USR doesn't exist anymore, and they're just taking up space in the Security Council, and it's gonna be harder to replace them in the future if we, let's say, get a USA applying in the future. They don't have a server anymore. I talked to them, and I think they'd be glad if they left, got kicked out, or got exiled. Let's make the process quicker, easier, and the death faster. We should probably make way for a new United States. Yeah, we should for next session. We just need General Assembly for them to pass. If we exile them today and then in Security Council, just make it just kill them easier. I yelled. I'm not gonna say death to America, even though I should. But yeah, death to America.
Whoa, please. Okay. Croatia is recognized to speak against. And please make sure that you speak on the item this time, Croatia.
Hello.
We begin.
So I'm here to talk about why USA should get banned because they're full of black people, and black people, also known
Please
as
be
niggers,
respectful. Please
are
do not be racist. Do not be
really
racist.
bad thing to
Do
society.
not be racist.
And
Thank you.
I don't think anyone should listen to a country that is full of black people.
Okay, that is Croatia's second warning. They are not allowed to speak on the item anymore. I ask that everyone maintain order in the chamber. You know, we don't kick people out unless they've met a certain amount of warnings. Okay, if there are no other speakers against, and since we've already had 2 speakers for, motion of vote being raised and seconded, we will now move to vote. Okay, voting is open. Okay, on this vote, the A's are 16, the nays are 0, the abstentions are 6. The resolution passes and is sent to the Security Council. Are there any further motions before the General Assembly? If you want the floor, please have a nation second your request to have the floor. Is there a second to either of the motions? Scotty is allowed to speak. I will give you guys 60 seconds. Okay, get on up here.
Okay, I will do this quick. People, we are waiting for countries to do a PR with us. The event is still there. Please, please, I'm begging you on my knees. Russia, I see what you did there. Goyal is pissed off at you. You guys haven't advanced the PR. Please, please, please set up a time, please, so we can do something tomorrow before we can sell the PR. How is it logical that fucking Northern Ireland gets like an active SSU, but our PRs with the UN never get someone? So please, please, please do that. I yield my time.
Thank you. Okay, are there any seconds to the requests for the floor? Is there a second to the adjournment? Okay, we will now vote on adjournment. Okay, voting is open. Please vote. Okay, on this vote, the ayes are 18, the nays are 3, the abstentions are 0. The General Assembly is hereby adjourned. The Security Council will come to order in a bit. Thank you all for a very quick General Assembly session today. I'll teleport you guys all to the Security Council chamber in a second. If you are Security Council, please do help in game so I can know who to teleport. Okay. There's a lot of requests.
All right, let me know when we're good to go here.
Ovid stream looks like the North Korean
I feel like
broadcast.
everyone's here that's meant to be here.
Oh, Japan isn't here this week. Oh,
I know
lovely.
it's
Japan
bad.
isn't
I
here.
Who
know
isn't
it's
here?
bad.
Japan isn't
Raptors,
here.
are we good or what?
I think we should.
Yeah, we can get started in the next minute.
Japan
Okay.
aren't here.
I'll wait.
Africa,
I'll wait a minute here. I'll wait until 55.
Kazakhstan.
Why is there so low attendance today with that?
I wanted
So,
the floor in UNGA.
no
so
Kazakhstan.
I don't know, man. I just want to get this session over with so I can go back to listening to my music.
No
yeah, I just wanna
Kazakhstan,
have
no
a
South
live
Africa,
because of what you're trying to say.
no Japan.
Yeah, that's good. Japan just
And
fucking
no USA, obviously, but they're dead. So
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the resolution to expel them should just pass with flying colors. I think.
Yeah.
Can't we just put
So I'm
unanimous-
the one who proposed it. So
yeah.
all right, well it's
well,
55. So Security Council is hereby called to order. First item on the agenda is the Inter-Maritime Defense Treaty Organization, owned by OX. What's his name? Where is it here? OXC NYM. There we go. And would anyone like to speak for or against this organization? Is there a rep present? Is there, okay. There's no rep present. I can barely see the screen here. All right. Okay, well, motions to vote have been raised. We're going to move to the voting period. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in on this screen here. Okay. No, Nat, don't move it.
Don't move it? Okay.
Actually, no, that works.
Okay.
Okay, Malaysia's not present. All right, Bangladesh, how do you vote? I won't be able to see the votes, so. Okay, China, how do you vote? Oh, no, okay. Bangladesh, it's the Inter-Maritime Treaty Defense Organization.
Abstention.
He abstained.
Oh,
Okay,
bro.
China, how do you
Aye.
vote? Okay,
Aye.
Denmark, how do you vote? Denmark,
He
how do
voted
you vote?
aye.
Oh, okay.
Is it ever?
Russia, how do you vote?
Oh, Russia votes aye.
Okay, Northern Cyprus, Samson, how do you vote?
Come back later.
No,
Can't do
I'm not
that.
coming back later. No, vote now. Samson,
Abstain.
I'm too tired for
Abstention,
this. Okay,
abstention.
all right, go. All right. Kerry Bosch, Ireland, how do you vote?
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, yeah, sweet, all right. Belarus, how do you vote?
Aye.
Okay.
Abstain.
Australia, how do you vote? You abstain, okay.
Abstention.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, what are I couldn't personally tally the votes.
It's 5 A's,
It's
0 nays, 2 abstentions, with Northern Cyprus not voting.
Northern Cyprus voted.
He abstained.
What do they vote?
He abstained.
They abstained.
Okay, so that
Five
fails.
three abstains.
Yeah, okay, so with the A's are 5, the nays are 0, the abstentions are 3, the item fails. We're going to move on to the second and last item on the agenda, which is the resolution to expel the United States of America,
Mr.
proposed
President,
by.
Belarus wants to speak.
He
Yeah.
can speak after. He has to motion to speak and have the motion seconded. But we're moving on to the next item on our agenda, which is the resolution to expel the United States of America, proposed by myself and Ireland and a bunch of other people. I'm just going to very, very quickly speak on it. There isn't really much to say. But to those of you who are thinking of naying or abstaining, whatever, just don't. I mean, like, USR has been such, like, they were good at first because, and I'm going to give big props to Glorious Revolt because he was there and he was, he was active and committed to diplomacy. But then a bunch of shit went down and Witty J-Man was exposed as a pedophile. And they lied about removing him. He was still active in the group even now. He had access to a holder account that he could still make changes on. So they've fallen. The group is dead now. They were raided. Amenta Moore was impeached, I believe. So this is no longer the United States of America for us. And I think it's important to leave it vacant until we can get a good one in here. That's all I have to say on this bill. Would anyone else like to speak for or against? And if Nat, if you could tell me who wants to.
Yeah,
anyone.
let's see.
Oh, I'd say Ireland would like to speak for this, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty passionate.
course,
pretty
Irish.
passionate.
China
Sorry.
seconds to your motion.
Let me just come up in the middle.
Okay, yeah, sweet. All right, go ahead, Ireland. You have 60 seconds here.
Okay, I'll wait for a timer. Yeah, okay. So I was pretty passionate about this in UNGA. This group is shit. They don't have a president right now. They don't have a Discord server. Their group is still owned by a pedophile. I mean, come on, right? The last thing their group did was ping people 400 times to join fucking Phoenix High School. I was not joining Phoenix High School. Okay.
I would
Let's
love to,
be honest.
to be honest.
We need a good USA. Okay. We don't need a USA that is fucking Epstein's Island. We need a good passionate group. Okay. Also, USR was full of fucking our USA people who are renowned pedophiles who enter the community, their moderation team. If we allowed them to rebuild, we allow pedophiles to flow back into our community. And that's not good, okay? Because, touching kids is bad. So don't do that, please. Whatever you do, don't do that. So, yeah, I yield. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, that's what
All right. Thank you, Ireland. And I'm just going to say that I endorse your statement there. Would anyone else like to speak for or against? I'm going to allow one person for, and we still have room for two against.
Motion to vote, raise and
I'm
second.
seeing
Mr.
motions
President.
to vote. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. We're going to move to the voting period now. Bangladesh, how do you vote?
They said aye.
China, how do you vote?
No.
You said nay?
Yes.
Jesus. Denmark, how do you vote?
What?
I'm as confused
They
as
said
you are, but
abstain.
Denmark. Okay. Russia, how do you vote?
Can I twice?
I wish, but no, you're only going to be counted as one eye.
I once.
Okay. Northern Cyprus, how do you vote?
They said aye.
Okay. Ireland, how do you vote?
Yes, King. Aye.
Thank you, King. Thank you. Belarus, how do you vote?
They said aye.
Okay. Australia, how do you vote?
Aye.
Okay. Again, I can't tally the votes.
So it's
6 A's, 1
I
abstain, and 1
motion
nay.
to veto the following resolution once we've got it.
All right. Order. China has raised a veto for the resolution to expel the United States of America. Their veto cooldown has expired, and the veto will be recognized. This motion and resolution hereby vetoed and is off the agenda for this week.
Mr. President, can I ask a question, please?
What nation? Sorry, I can't check. right now.
Australia, sorry.
Yes, Australia. Well, if I can have somebody second Australia's question just real quick, just so.
Russia second.
Yeah, I'll second that shit. I'll second that.
Okay,
Alright, thank you.
Australia. What's up, dude? What's up, man?
Yeah, right. So, just a quick thing. There are 2 MTP P5 seats, and China
Yeah.
just used their veto. Isn't it unfair to the other nations in this Security Council that there are at least 2 empty P5 seats? Couldn't we move one nation at least above to P5? Or isn't that possible?
That's done by the owners.
No, hold on. I'm gonna speak on that. A while ago I raised a point to Ranthusen to increase P5 nations, and he has told me that we will. So him and ownership have been deliberating over which nations to appoint, and they will get back to me in a couple of months or maybe even a year.
In a
We'll
couple
see.
of months.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is yeah.
To be honest,
7
I don't
business
want to be
years.
offensive. No offense, but it's just easy that we don't have so much P5s. Well, we have 2 P5s right now, and they can just say, I don't like that. I'm just gonna veto it without resistance of like a UK or like a USA, which in real life would have happened.
Yeah, oh, I get it, brother. Trust me. But yeah, for the time being, we are we're gonna have to stick with the current P5s, and that'll be that. We're gonna move on to Belarus had motioned for the floor. Belarus, would you still like floor?
Belarus was seconded.
Oh, he said no. Okay. All right. I don't know if you know what? I'm not going to do that. Are there any other motions or, statements to be made before the Security Council? Ireland is
Could
requesting.
China
Yeah.
maybe explain why they veto it?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I'm
right.
gonna ask.
Hold on, Ireland. Hold on. Yeah. So, as the president of the Security Council for the Security Council rules, I can call upon a nation to explain their vote. They are not required to, but it is heavily encouraged. So, China, do you care to explain why you decided to veto this resolution?
Yeah. So I really see no reason in expelling. I would rather let the UNGA take its course, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. But I know that there is plans to bring in another USA without the expulsion. Really, there's no need for the
Okay.
expulsion. Everything should just take its
So-
course.
So China,
if
Like how
I-
we replaced Iran today, how we replaced several other nations. Just let it take its course.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly open. I have something I need to say. I'm gonna quickly open the floor. If somebody can second my opening the floor.
yeah, I second.
Yeah, second on that.
Okay.
China,
I will say this. Hold on one moment. I will say this. The applying USA that I think you might have in mind isn't going to work out as well as you may think. And I think it's such a good idea to get rid of waste, even if it means leaving us without a US. Because look at it from this perspective. Okay, look at it from this perspective. USR got into the Security Council with the least amount of votes. All right, they were the least amount of votes, and I think you remember this, out of all of the other nations voted in the rotary elections. All right, prior to that, they were the highest. Like the other USA was the highest. USR, there's no reason to keep them in the community. We have other active communities. We have like many other active communities that we don't need a United States of America for. We can hold off for a couple of weeks on having one. Because I'm not going to lie, they don't play such a crazy stance in this community as many people think. So I think by vetoing it and by naying it, I have to ask, not you, but maybe your delegation, like, what does that say about China? What does that say about you guys?
Is just a quick question from Australia to China. Is China a supporter of child molesters?
Repeat that.
Yo,
as a
please
nation,
keep your questions
I'm gonna call order. I'm gonna call order on that one. Keep your question.
I've requested the floor like 20
There's
seconds.
no example of child molestation from the United States. You can't accuse it of replicating
pedophile
that.
behavior. I see that as the same way in Roblox. Sorry.
Right. But it's different.
And
It's a game.
even if that was a thing for the United States of United Nations General Assembly or Security Council, I also think the moderation team should act on that. If there
We
are
banned
pedophiles
the
in a group.
bad actors.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna have to say something. I think I speak for most of the Security Council here, where I say I'm deeply disappointed in China, and you guys hold the responsibility now for keeping a group owned by a pedophile in that community. So, China, obviously, what's your motives there? You've allowed a weak, pathetic, terrible, corrupted, poisonous group such as the USR to stay in the community, and possibly allowed community members from the USR to flood back. And as I said, that can put people in danger, and some people in the US.
So you guys talk
UNV.
about the inactivity from the nation, yet without having a USA, that there's also inactivity there. So I really see no difference. I mean, they're not doing anything right
Mr.
now.
President, take your
And
hands.
if we
the
don't have a
inactivity, and then
USA,
there's the
there
fact
wouldn't
that
be
there
any
was
activity.
reported their own.
Order. China, finish your sentence there, please. You were cut
Oh,
off.
that was basically it. I was just stating that the inactivity would still be the same, no matter if they were expelled or not.
Can I say something, Mr. President? Can I speak?
Is that Russia?
Yeah, that's Russia.
Oh, yeah, go for it, Russia.
So basically, Ovid, I understand your veto. I mean, you can't clearly explain it, but your main reasoning is that inactivity will stay the same. I don't understand the veto part though. You can nay it. The thing is, you've just made the process for an applying USA longer. I think the General Assembly should be voting it. The Security Council, just an extension, the Security Council is just going to make it longer. It's just going to be a more annoying process. We should have made the path for a new applying USA much easier than just extending it to the Security Council as well. I will not talk about the allegations regarding pedophilia, but I feel like this is just a waste of a veto, just to make a process of an applying United States longer. We should welcome new United States, not have a blue color on the community map in UNverse. Just to
I think China believes that the process would still be the same because, I mean, the entire UNGA has made the American ideal twice, and that was the one that you guys planned to get in within your resolution. So the
Hey,
process is still the same. They would still struggle to get in.
I'm gonna
And
quickly. Sorry.
we still have to find another USA to replace them. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly speak to that. Russia raised a very good point that I was thinking about mentioning here. Is that an applying USA coming in, if we expel the current USA, an applying USA doesn't have to go through the motions of the Security Council. This is good because, first of all, if an applying USA were to replace the current one, they'd be getting a free seat on the Security Council without us knowing that they're a good group, right? But if they come in, General Assembly, and the current United States is gone, then they're not getting into the Security Council unless they get an ascension motion and we have an open seat. And we have a chance to see, are they good enough for the Security Council, et cetera, et cetera. That was kind of the point of me raising this resolution. And I know that the bill references American Ideal, but ultimately my stance has changed on them. It's more now focused on PWDC. Because American Ideal, T-Soups actually raised this point to me. American Ideal is primarily a Discord diplomacy community, and this is just from what I know.
They've actually changed that.
Oh, they have? Okay, well then, my stance has not changed. Thank you for that info. I was under the impression that
they refused to change their logo and their name, so they wouldn't have been able to get in anyway.
AI.
PWC.
Oh.
The Project Washington DC that does not have USA in their name at all.
Project Gallia is also France.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, we won't mention that right now. But ultimately, the point of me raising that motion was so that we could have a U.S. in the General Assembly for a change than the Security Council to try them out and see what how good of a group they are. And that was just the point. And I know a couple of other people feel as if it was a waste of a veto because. You're saying that nothing would change. Well, would you rather have inactivity remain the same? Because obviously it'll remain the same if we kick them out versus keeping them in. Or would you rather keeping inactivity the same and also removing a community with a bunch of pedophiles in it? I feel like that second option.
There's no one in there. The community is dead. There's no one there.
Do you mind if
They are merged.
There's only one rep, which is a more. So
yes.
really nothing.
Do you mind if I speak really quickly?
This is for you that might nothing.
Okay, Olga, order. The Vice President has requested to speak, so go ahead, Mr. Vice President.
Hi, everyone. So, the other night, about 48 hours ago, I was approached by the owner, Amen, of USR, and he informed me that they're merging with Jersey's USA. All their ownership is left. That USR is dead. Getting them out is only positive. They're taking up a seat on the Security Council that we could fill with a more active nation. They're gone.
When they don't attend,
veto,
right?
a pointless veto, a completely pointless veto, because you have not only let a nation which stains us for keeping in UNV, but a nation that's dead, completely dead, to stay on the Security Council.
I have gotten questions in my DM saying, why is USR still here? From many people, not just a couple of people, many people have asked me in DMs, why is USR still here?
Because we.
Now, I don't know if anyone else would like to speak, or if we would like to motion to close the floor.
Mr. President, one last message from me, please, Mr. President.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Look, Ovid, your stance still stays the same. You say inactivity won't change blah blah blah. Look, like as the Mr. President said, you would rather kick out the inactive nation that is basically garbage waste, but not just the garbage waste. A garbage waste that is blocking the pathway for applying United States. A garbage waste that is staining the United Nations verse. A garbage waste that barely does anything. And your argument, I haven't really gotten anything logical from your argument of it. I mean, I won't interfere with China's sovereign decision. They can do whatever they want. They can veto and stuff. But sometimes concerns may be raised about why this action was taken, about how it was taken, and about how illogical and unreasoning this veto was. Sometimes
You
we
also know
expect.
by keeping them in, if they refuse to attend sessions, then they can eventually get kicked out as well.
I didn't stop Ovid. Thank you.
But
I'm expecting permanent 5 nations to use their veto on like at least with the explainable reasoning and not this, I'd assume, poor reasoning from China. I will not yet again, I will not interfere with China's sovereign decision. They can veto whatever they want, as long as it abides by the rules. But I'm still saying this openly. Permanent 5 members, you must work for the betterment of the United Nations verse, not for personal opinion or bias. You are a permanent 5 state. You are supposed to be one of the most important nations in the United Nations verse, and you're supposed to use your veto power for the good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Russia, I have to cut you off. I'm just going to quickly remind the President of the General Assembly that spamming the chat is not allowed. So I'm going to issue you a verbal warning, President of the General Assembly, in accordance with the new rules. Oh, Mr. President of the General Assembly, you have continued to violate my verbal warnings. You will now be censored. Are there any other motions to be brought before the Security Council? Open the chat really quick, Nat, just so I can see. Okay, yes.
last
want
thing,
to adjourn.
just a quick
Do
thing.
we? Okay, yes. You would get 5 seconds.
All right. So isn't there like a way for another P5 member to say we want to motion to repel that veto? Or
No. A veto must be respected. A veto is a veto. It can't be. Rebelled against. So, is there a motion to adjourn?
Bangladesh want to know if they can veto the veto.
Rathusen, is it possible?
No.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move to adjourn here. I will take a vote on adjournment just to follow those rules of procedure.
Can we make a resolution to veto? Is that possible? Is like
the resolution
is that possible?
Is
No.
it possible? It's not, right? No, it has to be honored. So we're gonna go ahead and move to a voting period for adjournment here. If I could have Matt, if you could bring me up to Bangladesh. If I could have Nat, can you? Yeah, thank you. My God, he looks so good today. All right, China, how do you vote?
Aye.
All right, Denmark, how do you vote?
On adjournment.
Adjournment.
Aye.
Okay, Russia.
Wow. Okay. Aye.
Man, I'm tired. Northern Cyprus. You can ask Rathusen after, because I need to take your vote. Okay, Northern Cyprus is getting skipped over. Ireland, how do you vote?
He's disconnected.
Ireland had left.
Okay, South Africa, how do you vote?
Hey.
Oh, Maga, you sound so good today, man. All right, Belarus, how do you vote? Are we joking? Australia, how do you vote?
Technically, you can keep voting no for 2 weeks, and then you can override their veto. So you can just sit there for 2 weeks if you want.
I will vote A.
Okay, what are the votes on that? Fuck, to change lanes. Okay, yeah, the Security Council's hereby adjourned. Have a great day.
Hmm.
China boy, you're getting restrictions on
Oh.
travel to